Good morning, folks. Well, this is Rebs community. You have quite a few of us here this morning. We'll say good morning to Angel, the host, to Tina, the gatekeeper, and to LaDonna, our wisdom, our romance, and never give up attitude. Very intelligent. And we do all have different political beliefs. I know that's hard to understand. But it does come together as we the people. It's almost like you could say our personalities are kind of the states. We call ourselves 50 plus 1. Never thought of that before till now, but that is true. Well, what we were saying is, yes, we have different political beliefs, but we come together as one, as the community of Reb. And we don't understand why the country can't do that. We do have some that would be considered conspiracy theorists, but we still hear them out. And this morning, while being bored, we decided to click on a video. It was about the night that we got our president. And I'd watched a couple hours of it. It was NBC. Kind of, paying attention here and there. And that happens when you're a multiple because everyone's trying to do 32 different things at once. But all at once I caught something because we had to keep replaying it. So that LaDonna could see what she had missed when one of us was doing something else and she was just listening. And we noticed a really interesting thing. It's Hillary's hall where the glass ceiling and everything was. People are leaving, and ABC is focused kind of on the stage. And all at once, I seen someone that looked like Hillary, and I thought, that's odd. And we continued to watch, but we slowly watched her disappear. I know that sounds crazy, okay? We all know that sounds crazy. But we watched and we watched and we rewatched and we took snippets of pieces here and there. And we believe that other people could take this information that we have and maybe figure out at least that that was an oops moment. Even, I guess, first thought would be camera era from NBC. Overlapping images or something. If Angel, seen it, my first thought would be photoshopped. But then I was right there while we were watching the video that was supposedly live. You'll see this man's expression in one of the snippets, or if you watch the video, he's like, oh my God, as he's seeing her there but disappearing. Or we're assuming that's what he's seeing. Another snippet, you see them interacting with this man who was reacting to what he was seeing. Do we think it was Hillary? Obviously, no. Okay. Do we think that possibly if she had won, would it really have been her standing there? Now, yes, that's more the conspiracy people thinking on this, but from a technology point of view, a wisdom point of view of LaDonna, we do accept that the governments and the elites themselves have more advanced technology than we, as the American people, know about when it's our technology. The government is our government. They work for us. What they have is ours. Now, I understand, or we understand, that there is national security issues. Some of us feel, open it all and show everything. Others of us understand there are national security issues. Who decides though? And why should they decide what we as the American people are ready to accept and ready not to accept? What we, the American people, are smart enough to know what to do with and what not to do with. Now, if you look at other news, I, Angel, believe you will see, well, some people out there definitely demonstrate that even with what we do have, they do some very evil things. Do we believe that most of the major events happened? Yes. Do we believe that people were really hurt? Yes. Do we believe that people really died? Yes. Do we believe that we were told everything? No. Do we believe that many are false flags? Yes. And there's a difference between a false flag and a hoax. None of us are saying that any of that was a hoax, that any of that was just completely all fake. No, we are not saying that. A hoax would have been the world of the world. That was a hoax. A false flag is when our country allows things to happen, manipulates things to happen, pay for things to happen. That's a false flag. It's when they set up patsies for the fall. We never hear about it till years and years later. We're just now finding out anything about the shooting of JFK. So if it took 20-something, 30-something years for that to come to our knowledge base, how long will it take before we ever know what went on in the 2000 right now? Since 2000. I mean, the elite have an advantage because none of us are living long enough to ever retain all the information because it doesn't come out for so many years. And you've got the people who didn't know it even happened living. You've got the people who were children when it happened. And you've got a few people who are older adults now, seniors. So we can't keep up. So we stay a little blind, a little in the dark. So yes, back to what we were saying about these snippets that we got from the ABC News. What we would love is anybody out there who would like to be 17 again. Don't we all wish we were? Can you tell me, and there'll probably be a 17 because the children seem to know more about technology than we do, but how can I do a video with a camera that, right, it isn't mounted, it can be moved, but it's on top of my monitor, where I can show the snippets and explain as I go, or where I can even play the video from my screen and you all be able to see it. We are very new at this, and we would really love our channel to get more videos out there, not just for political. That's just part of where we're at right this moment. Just to understand multiple personality disorder or multiple personality blessing, whichever side you're on. To know and understand better who we as a unit are. And as I said, it seems like Our country could run better if we, as the American people, be you a natural Native American, which we can go back, and some of us definitely have issues with the fact that only the Native Indians really owned this land. Now, we do believe that we came and we invaded and we conquered and we took. And we did it, and it's a shame. But that's for another topic. Of course, we've lost our point now. Okay, that we, as American citizens, even if you were an immigrant that came over the legal way and went through all of the preparations and learnings and assimilated to our culture and became a United States citizen, you are still part of we, the American people. And we, as American people, Democrats, whites, Republicans, blacks, independent, gay, straight, bi, lesbian, trans, male, female, or any of the other 28 genders that they speak of right now. We're all need to come together and say enough. We've had enough. We don't want our government run the way it's been run. I do not, Angel, nor most of us, even if we don't like Donald Trump, the one true statement was he wasn't a politician. He wasn't a military. He wasn't any of the things that you normally seen in a presidency as far as military and political background. Even ABC admits that in this 3-hour coverage of the election night. He was said to be on there by some of the people speaking, the first president of the United States that did not have either political or military background. He came in as an American citizen. Yes, he was wealthier than the rest of us, and okay, so that's his story. That's his line. He was born to that pathway. That doesn't define him. It doesn't make him less American because he's rich. It's what he does. It's what's in his heart. Yes, many of us, including Tammy, are glad that he has faith in God, because faith in God and country is all we've really got. Now, about gods, we will do an entire video of what we think about God and gods, because there are so many different beliefs on that inside. But to sum that up, what we believe is each and every individual have their own personal relationship with what they consider their God in our terms. If it is a rock and they believe that the world is made by these rocks, and fine, that's their God. Enough AAA meetings, find your God, your individual God. And you should be allowed in peace, without fear of persecution, without fear of violence, be able to worship your God. Now, we can all agree on that. These are the type of topics I'm saying that make the American People Party, not the Democratic Party, not the Republican Party, not an independent, because independent might be about himself. No, we want an American People Party, and we want Donald Trump to lead that party for now. There is a time and a place for all. And right now, regardless of his brassness, his background, I don't care about his affairs. We don't care if he talked about what he'd like to do to women or what he could do to women. None of that has anything to do with what he's doing for our country. And it is all his past. And it wasn't when he was the president of the United States representing us, we, the people, the American People Party. So I'd love for some people to get a hold of me, help me figure out how to do these videos, and get the word out there that we want an American People Party.